Eternowoods Podcast.
Sure.
So, what gap in the market did you see that lead to launching Eternowoods?
Understanding the right needs of pure hardwood in our house,
So, can you just tell me something about the softwood as well?
the weight, the wood density, everything is different for both.
What sets of Eternowoods plywood apart from other ply brands in the market?
And our technical team will guide you also.
So, how do you ensure long-term durability and resistance?
So that's where we are focusing on.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Ashneet Kaur and welcome to the Eternowoods Podcast. So today we are having Nimit sir with us and we are here to discuss about the plywood. So let's just start.
Sure.
So what gap in the market did you see that lead to launching Eternowoods?
So one of the things which I noticed is that there is a very, very low percentage of usage of a pure hardwood. And understanding the right needs of pure hardwood in our house with a proper anti-termite treatment, I think there was too much of a gap. So commercial plywood which is available is not something which is the best rated as compared to what we are offering right now. That's where it led to the idea of having Eternowoods focusing primarily on pure hardwood.
Okay. So can you just tell me something about the softwood as well?
So, when we are extracting wood, we have, let's say right now we are using pure eucalyptus. Okay. All the 8, 9, 10 layers of the plywood that we are using is a pure eucalyptus. You can have multiple layers of alternate woods also, but that is what defines the overall strength of it. Okay. Now, the hardwood is particularly used in building the skeleton, which is the carcass of, let's say, wardrobe, kitchen, etc. And whereas the softwood can be used on shutters. The weight, the wood density, everything is different for both.
Okay.
So the usage point of view differs for both the woods.
Okay. Thank you. So what sets of Eternowoods plywood apart from other ply brands in the market?
Well, I think right now, majority of the plywood which is there in the market is offering 10, 20, 30 years of a lifetime warranty, 30 years of warranty, primarily on the damage that is caused on wood through termite and other exposure to moisture and water. Whereas we have a certain category of product wherein we claim to give you a lifetime warranty.
Oh, that's great.
Now, there is a certain process and steps of how to use that particular wood, and our technical team will guide you also.
Okay,
on that.
that's great.
So there is a step one where we have done a very, very detailed chemical treatment on the plywood that we are offering. Second, we are also trying to educate at how that particular plywood should be installed in your house. So my team would be there to help you do the entire installation, and that's where we can assure you that if there is any damage, lifelong, then we are here to hear you and will offer replacement of the entire plywood that has been damaged.
Very nice. So what kind of plywood range or variants do you currently offer and which applications are the best suited for?
So in terms of, we are corely focusing on giving you a hardwood, pure hardwood. Now in there, depending on the kind of chemical treatment we have done, there is a variation where you can get a plywood which is with a 10-year warranty, a 20-year warranty and a lifetime warranty. So primarily we are focusing on these top 3 variants. If you go with our top variant, which is the lifetime warranty one, the chemical treatment is different, the application is different, the areas where it will be utilized is very different. And that is where we will start educating customers also. Once we start engaging with the customer, then they want to inquire that, okay, I am building my own house and I want to have a best of the wood. So there they can come to us because we are doing something which is totally above the edge in the market.
Okay. So how do you ensure long-term durability and resistance of the products?
See, of course, there are different set of patent chemicals that we are using in order to treat the wood. See, the wood as a natural wood remains same. There's no difference. It's all about what kind of treatment you're giving, so that in order to ensure that the wood is not exposed to termite and it withholds multiple levels of moisture levels at a different category. So let's say from BWR to BWP, there are different categories of the way the wood has been prepared, brushed, etc. So we are using all those.
Okay, so what do you think, like which one is better, BWP, BWR?
See, if you ask in general, BWP is a higher category of the wood. Okay, we are focusing on developing BWP categories woods only right now. We are not doing MR grade, we are not doing BWR grade because those are already there in the market. And there are multiple players in the market who are offering those categories. We wanted to select a niche. We want to only focus on customers who wants to build their own house and wants to have something which is high-end plywood for creating carcass, which is the skeleton of their wardrobe, their kitchen, door panels, etc. So that's where we are focusing on right now.
Okay, very nice. So, what kind of customization or design flexibility can professionals expect from your plywood range?
See, one of the things that they can anticipate is that right now, from a design language per se, a lot of, let's say, for example, kitchen. In kitchen, a lot of people are using HDHMR. Okay, the weight handling capacity of HDHMR, which is the board, versus plywood, is way too different. Okay, we are educating customers that whatever inner shelf they are creating can be made in hardwood, because the withholding capacity of weight per se is very, very high. And that is where I think we want customers to experience this wood once they use it, because the same wood can be used in the doors also. We can have a PU polish, the veneer polish, etc. That all can be done. But at the end of the day, we are focusing on creating the skeleton body with the pure hardwood, and that's where we want people to experience it.
Okay. So, can you walk us through what boiling water actually means in practical and real world usage?
See, boiling water, the testing levels which are defined by the ISI standards, they will actually qualify that if you put particular this wood in a boiling water system, that wood should not swell. Okay, it should not decompress, it should not swell. That is what categorizes that this is how the wood is being qualified on a certain category. We can test it out that this particular wood you can, not only put on a boiling water system, but use a pressure cooker, put a water, dip the entire wood in that, boil it for, let's say, 1 hour, 2 hours, and then you take out the piece of the plywood out. It will not have a single degree of deviation. It will not be swollen up. It will not have any kind of deviation whatsoever. So it's all about what kind of elements you are using to use that hardwood, and then what kind of treatment you have further done in order to ensure that this is the quality of the product that you launch in the market.
So, from a design and architect standpoint, where should one ideally use BWR versus BWP?
So given an option, okay, I tell all my customers use BWP, because if you have a higher category product available, why to go with something which is a step lower? Because at the end of the day, if you see, we are not creating houses to sell. That okay, we have a mediocre quality of product, so it doesn't make a difference to your life. But if you're making your own house, you would not compromise on the quality. You would always want to vouch for that. Okay, if there is a better category product coming at a similar price range, I would opt for a better category product. And BWPs are, of course, better.
So, you're referring BWP more
Yes,
than BWR.
yes.
Okay. How does the calibration or smoothness of Eternowoods plywood support surface finishes like laminates, veneers, or paints?
So our plywoods are 100% calibrated from edge to edge. So there are absolutely no issues whatsoever. So in case you want to use it on an imported machine also, the cutting, the ratios, everything will be matched. Now the same plywood can be used, the top element can be a veneer also, can be laminate also. You can even use a PU finish by putting HDHMR on top of it. So it will withhold everything that you can imagine. So in terms of the density, the calibration is absolutely as per the standards.
Okay. So, tell me, just termite and borer damage is a big concern in Indian conditions, as
Yeah.
you know. So, how does Eternowoods tackle that situation?
See, one of the main reasons of why we launched this product was to make sure that is there a product in the market which can give you a lifetime warranty on termite issues particularly. And then the markets that we see, the Gurgaon, Noida, etc., there's a lot of damage on the wood, especially through termite. So there are certain things that we recommend to our customers of how to use this particular wood. But yes, if you call it out in the market, we have launched our product with the lifetime assurance that yes, in case there is any termite infection in our plywood, then there is a 100% warranty that we will replace the plywood which is infected.
Oh, that's great. So, is the anti-termite treatment only surface level, or does it penetrate the?
No, so see, in terms of the penetration, if you talk about doing it at a surface level, I don't think it will do justice. Okay, so we need to make sure that every slab which has been pressed together, there the treatment of the chemical is done at the right levels. So so if you talk to me on that, I think every ply which is going before pressing itself is treated in that chemical in the right proportion, in the right approach, that is as per industry standard.
Okay. So, how long lasting is the protection, and do environment factors affect it over time?
See, yes, in case you want to put it on an exterior segment where the wood is exposed to sunlight, dust, and water, there the category changes altogether. We are recommending this particular plywood only for the interior segments, where you can use it in wardrobes, kitchens, etc. You still have a potential to use this wood outside as well, but then a lifetime warranty product will not be valid, because there are certain elements which erodes the overall natural wood, because it is a natural wood.
Obviously.
So there we cannot give 100% protection. For interiors we can give 100% protection, and for exterior there are different categories of products that can be used, and there are alternates of wood that can be used where people are opting for these days, which is fair.
Okay. So, what's one thing you wish every designer or contractor understood before selecting the plywood for their project?
I think what they should not focus on is the cost element. Majority of the times the contractors and builders are picking something which is economical category, and that's why there are economical plywoods available in the market. But whatever tag you put them at 10-year warranty, 20-year warranty, at the end of the day they don't fulfill the real need, what is actually required. If you want a complete best in class product, see, you are spending crores in building your house and saving some 10-50 rupees per square feet in wood, which is too much used in anyhow the houses, doesn't make sense. I think so far the option was not there in the market. Right now you have an option which can give you a product which is the best in class, then a product which gives you a lifetime warranty. Yes, it comes with a price tag. Of course, it's not as cheap as a commercial plywood. But at the end of the day, if you're using it in your own house, it gives you all the more merit to opt for that product.
Oh, great. So, if you could give me one material tip to young designers and builders today, what would it be?
So, one of the material tips is explore using plywood in building the skeleton of your wardrobes. It's much more stronger. It's much more. It has a more capability to handle much more weight as compared to HDHMRs using in the skeleton of the kitchens, etc. I think it's way too different.
Okay. So, let's just start a quick
Sure.
rapid fire. So, what's one technical myth about plywood that you would like to trust? Bus.
I think one of the myths which are there in the market is that if you use a plywood, eventually you are prone to get this covered through termite. But I think people are not picking the right product for that. If you go in the market, you pick a plywood which is let's say 70-80 rupees per square feet. Yes, it is very prone to termite, whatever tag you put on that. But honestly, there are products in the market which can give you a complete assurance on termite infection. That's what you need to use.
Okay. So, if Eternowoods were a person, how would you describe its personality?
Well, I'll define its personality as somebody who's like a heavyweight lifter,
Oh.
because this is coming with the best of the skeleton and the best of the muscle in the market when it comes to plywood.
So, what's one myth about plywood or interiors that you'd like to burst?
See, I think people are not willing to experiment a bit. I mean, because people follow something which is like current trend. Okay, so there are MDFs on the wall, people are following that. There are HDHMRs across the house, people are following that. People are not willing to actually experiment, mix and match, that how I can use couple of things together, which is plywood, board, HDHMR, etc. That creates and builds and gives a lot of strength to what you are building.
Okay. So tell me that one piece of advice you would give to young architects or designers when choosing a materials.
I think choose a material basis on the durability, reliability, and then select something which is on the basis of the cost. I think durability, reliability, because you are building somebody's dream home at the end of the day. So dream home should not have cost as the first element to select. Dream home should have elements of usability, durability, less of maintenance, first priority, then the cost.
Okay, so we are done with this. Thank you, sir, for telling all of the people about the plywood.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you.